Hey guys, it's Kate from Kater here on Monday, January 2nd. An absolutely beautiful day on the property. I've been outside all day. What a contrast to my last update. So the rain that they were calling for came, and obviously all the snow is gone. So it's really mild. I'm just gonna try to get the buns here. There they are. It's really mild, and I've just been having a ball on the property. I'm out here walking potatoes, so I figured I'd grab my camera and shoot a little bit of this beauty. Come on, potato, come on. He's preoccupied with the bunnies. Yeah, everybody's doing great. As I was telling you guys, now that, the snow has come and everything's dead, I can really map out my property. So that's what I spent some time doing today. So I'll show you what I'm working on. Look at that moon. Isn't that beautiful? Look, all the snow is gone. It's very, very wet. But yeah, I don't think the ground was overly frozen because it seems to be absorbing pretty well. Today I was mapping out some paths. So I spent about an hour, and what I did was I did some hand clearing of all the dead weeds. I laid cardboard and mapped out a little path. Someone's calling me, I'll get that later. I mapped out a little path and then I mulched it. So it's cardboard weighted down with wood and then mulched. Let's see. It's kind of hard to see. There we go. So there's my path here. And so I know it doesn't look like much right now, but the idea is that when the spring comes and everything grows in, that will be a dead spot. So yeah, you can see how I've got like a long mulched path here. Let's get everything out again. I'm going to continue it. There we go. That looks a bit better. You can see my path. I'd really like to have better access to my pond next year. Look at how you can see everything. There's a boat that I bought with the property. I didn't even get it flipped over last year. It's really heavy. Oh, sorry, I'm shaking because this tripod is heavy and I have to use the same hand because I got the pups. Beautiful sunset. There's my pond. You can see how high the water level is from all this melt. Potato, come. Come. So, oops, I gotta spin around because he just crossed me. So I spent time doing that today. Again, look at how much I can see everything. So I'm thinking next, because I'm just gonna randomly start working as I feel creative. Oh, I have to switch hands. I want to make a little path in between these trees so that when it comes in, it doesn't get as overgrown as it did. So in between these two trees here, I want to put a path and then have it go to either side. This side will go to this garden that I dug out that I mentioned the other day that I had found. So I just found this little meshed in garden area. I don't know what I'll grow there, but yeah, I'm also just picking up junk and seeing what's laying around. I'll show you a stack of cedar poles that I found. These will be useful when I want to extend my electric fence. Rather than buying those T-posts, I'll use those. My neighbor offered to bring his excavator down. Excavator? What's it called? Bobcat? Anyway, that's garbage. I gotta get that dragged out of here. Yeah, his Bobcat down to dig the holes through it. So. Oh yeah, speaking of excavating, one more thing I'll show you while we're here. Why not? I'm not ready to go back in yet. Look at that sky. It's so pretty. I'm gonna spin because he turned me around again. All right. I want to show you the fieldstone. So this property is full of fieldstone. Now, the porch off the side of my house was made with harvested fieldstone. And when my neighbor brought the excavator last summer for my son to play around on, he was just digging a hole. Hey, you should see the fieldstone that he unturned. And I will be harvesting some of this, maybe to edge in some of those pathways that I'm making. I'm just going around the other side of my pond here. So, look at this stone. Isn't that awesome? So there's some good building materials. There's so much of it, like I said, look at this. The earth here is full of fieldstone, so I can't wait to start harvesting some of that. I guess hopefully the ground will, be firm enough in the summer, whatever. I can drive my truck back here and load it up and bring it to where I need it to be. So, something I'll mention. Oh, my dog's going crazy. Oops, spinning. Potato. Something I'll mention is from the storm we had. I think I've realized that for my new life, Potato, get down, please. I have 2 fairly useless vehicles in the winter, so I'm gonna have to fix that next year. Even when I was getting my kid from the train station for Christmas, I could not even get onto my street. It was so icy, and the truck I have just isn't gonna cut it. I need a 4x4. My neighbor, ended up, I'm gonna sit down because this dog's driving me nuts. My neighbor ended up driving me in her 4x4, but yeah, I'm gonna need a 4x4 truck. My zippy little Yaris, that was a great city car when I was commuting and city parking and all that stuff. It's just not purposeful out here. I really don't drive more than 30 minutes in any direction right now. The odd time that I would have to maybe do a longer trip, I could certainly take my truck. So I'm thinking I should probably consider selling that Yaris. It's a 2018, so it should have decent resale, and then converting that into a 4x4 for next year. So, live and learn. It's my first winter. And, I bought that front wheel drive truck because it was inexpensive, and trucks this year were so expensive. I was looking for a 4x4, and it was just out of my budget for this year. So, but again, if I sell my zippy little car next year, I'll take that, put it into getting a used 4x4, and and then my front wheel drive I can just use as a work vehicle. My four-wheeler has a flat right now, so I've got to get that dealt with. But really, like I said, once the ground is firmed up, I can use my truck as a work vehicle on this property. I could even potentially take insurance off of it and just drive it only on the property. That's the other thing. I could reduce my insurance anyway if I get rid of that car. So just practical stuff. But yeah, it's amazing that all the snow is gone, hey? Just like that. It is supposed to get colder. So that's why I really want to take advantage of this mild weather to get a little bit of work done outside. I've been outside all day. I guess maybe we'll walk over just to say before I wrap up here. See the animals, they're doing well. I had to keep them safe and warm and fed and watered during that storm. I went in there yesterday and today and did a good cleaning because it was difficult to clean during that because of the snow, and also I had nowhere to dump manure. So now that things are melted, I've got more access. Speaking of which, you may remember, if you watch my earlier videos, that big field of weeds that was by this lean-to that I eventually cleared out. I want to plant a garden here. So what I've been doing instead of adding to my manure pile is, as I'm cleaning the stall, I'm just spreading out manure. And then what I'm doing I guess it's going to, the carbon is going to, I always get this backwards. Because the manure is acidic. So I'm using ashes from my wood stove, which is going to raise the pH and lower the acidity. Yeah, that's how it works. So I've been just spreading manure and straw, basically just trying to grade this garden. It was a disaster. Something, I don't know if I talked about this yet, but organic schmorganic, okay? I was told when I bought this house that this was an organic farm. You know, there was never any pesticide used, blah, blah, blah. And, but look at this garbage, okay? You can't tell me that this is still organic soil. There's a frickin' van parked there that's probably bleeding toxic stuff into the ground. That needs to be dragged across the street onto the old owner's property. My neighbor's gonna help me, again, with his bobcat. His tractor's broken right now. So anyway, look at that garbage, okay? I'm gonna spend the rest of my life trying to restore this place to an organic garden. So, again, manure, ashes from the wood stove. I gotta get this garbage out of here. And, hopefully next year, I hit the ground this year. I hit the ground running, right? It's 2023. Happy New Year. I was salvaging from some stuff today. Look at this cool old antique, some kind of farming equipment, but I want to make a fence out of this. There's 3 panels. They're pretty heavy. They were over there. I brought them in. Come on, potato. Yeah, and the bunnies are hopping around. And we'll go visit Rosie and my goats. I'll show you how much they've grown. My little alpine goats that I bought when I gave up Joey, who was my boar goat that I just could not handle. So here they are. Hey guys. Hi. Hi, how are you? Hey guys, you want to say hi? Hi, how are you? Oh, hey Rosie. Where are you? There you are. Hey. Yeah, so I got this enclosure cleaned out. I did take a wheelbarrow full of soiled stuff. Come here, baby. Out of the, hello, baby. Out of the stall today. Hi, how are you? Hello, my baby. She's so sweet. Hi. Oops, got my hair. Yeah, so everybody's doing great. Yeah, really like my new goats. They're very sweet, very gentle. You know, I can get in there, I can hang out. They don't scare me. They don't charge me. And then I guess for the rest of my day, I'm gonna load up this firewood that I chopped. And I'll show you this kindling splitter that I bought that I love, just because it means I don't have to swing an axe, which I really like. Oops. So, whoops, sorry about that. There it is. I'm not gonna move it because it's heavy. See this? Potato, can you come here, please? Come. So this is my kindling splitter, and it's just great. I just load it up with logs and then slam it with a small sledgehammer, and I make pretty good kindling. Like, I made that in about 10 minutes. I just like it. I feel safe using it, and I got it on Amazon, and it's a great tool. I bolted it into this chopping block, and I've been bracing it on the concrete. So, and then this is my ATV with the flat that I have to deal with. My zippy little Yaris has a flat too. Here's a car going by. Well, you know what? I've just been killing time out here because I don't want to go in. So I figured, hey, why not shoot an update, if for no other reason than to show you how all the snow is melted. But look at this. Paradise. Look at that sky. This makes me really excited for the spring. You know, I said winter's officially my favorite season, but I think every season is going to be my favorite season out here, because they all hold different adventures. And yeah, this weather definitely makes me excited for spring. So, all right, well, I guess we'll do one more lap around the front and then I'll call it. So until next time, happy, healthy living. Happy New Year. I'm really excited to be here, hit the ground running. In 5 days, 6 days, will be the anniversary of when I came to see this house. It was January 8th. So, you know, the first time I met this property. And then, of course, my 1-year anniversary here will be April 28th. So that'll be a real milestone, something to celebrate. Okay. Until next time, happy, healthy living. Happy New Year. I'm Kate from Kater. And I'll see you later.